Hello, world. Welcome to a new episode of Weird Crime with Weird People. I'm CJ, and I'm here with
Kiki.
Yeah.
What?
I walked it in for you. I thought you'd like it
Thank
better.
you. I did. I appreciate it so much.
No problem. Today we're talking about the McDonald's Monopoly game scam.
I loved playing that back in the day.
Did you? I was going to ask if you played it.
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I don't remember when it started.
1987.
Yeah. So I was just a teen,
Mm-hmm.
and back then, you got the board.
Oh, I remember it was.
Yeah,
I
and
also
you
loved
could
playing it.
stick it on there.
Yeah. You got your printout board,
Mm-hmm.
and you had to keep it with you, and then you stick the stickers on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then as I got into my later teens, I was much more interested in it, the giveaway food.
Yes, the free
So,
food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved playing it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It did its job. Its job was to bring in more revenue, and it absolutely did that.
Because I for sure ordered the stuff that the stickers came on.
Yeah, initially when the game first started, the stickers came on. You got stickers with most things. You could even get them in magazines and stuff. But the longer as the game went on, pretty quickly, it was you got them on the Big Macs or the super sized fries, or you had to get the bigger items to get the stickers.
Yeah. I don't remember the magazines at all, but I do remember that you could get them on the box fries, not the small fry, but the box fry.
Exactly.
And you could get it on the sodas, but then later in my life, it switched to only the supersized stuff, which then I didn't really get.
Yeah, then it wasn't played. Or at least for us, it wasn't played as often because it's I don't need to get a giant ass fries to get these game pieces that, I'm not going to win.
Oh, no. And I never it was fun at first, a couple years that it was fun, but I was in my teens. And when we were in high school, while we were out cruising the plaza, we would stop at McDonald's. So it was nice to have free fries or free cheeseburger or something.
Yeah. So my brother and I were small in the 90s. So when it would come around once or twice a year, it was always a exciting thing. And it would definitely be we're going to go to McDonald's more often now. We're going to see what, we can get. So it lasted probably a little longer for us than it did for you because we were so little. But we never want anything other than a little bit of food.
Yeah. But I like I said, I was never for food.
Do you know that it's still going on?
No.
It is, but it's now done through smartphone app.
Yeah, not interested.
I know.
Not interested in the app at the fast food places at all.
No. So you can only play it now through the
But I feel
app.
You can get free foods from the app a lot.
Oh yeah, outside of the game, yeah.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same excitement as it once did. But initially it was a pretty big hit.
Huge, yeah, definitely.
Started in 1987. But from 1989 to 2001, all of those bigger prizes were not legitimate winners.
Sure, yeah.
So it was very quickly became a rigged game.
Well, I did watch this documentary whenever we originally watched it, a year or so ago, maybe.
I can't remember when it first came out, but yeah, it was in the recent past that we watched it.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I definitely, but I don't remember a lot of it.
That documentary is called McMillions. It's on HBO.
Yeah.
I'm sure anybody listening is aware of that.
Yeah.
If you aren't, it's called McMillions. It's on HBO. In 2001, a guy called Doug Matthews is new to the FBI. He's in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
And there was sort of this joke, if you got stationed in Jacksonville as the FBI, that it was kind of a snore fest a little bit.
Really?
A little bit of a snooze fest, yeah. You weren't going to have bigger cases. In that area at the time, they were doing a lot of healthcare fraud.
Yeah, I think they still are, aren't they?
And we actually, this is another documentary, we actually watched something on with the prescription fraud that was going on down there. So this time frame in Florida, they were pretty heavily focused on healthcare fraud. His training agent was a guy called Rick Dent. So they're working on this healthcare fraud, and Doug happens to see one day a Post-it note on Rick's computer that said McDonald's monopoly fraud with a question mark. So Doug's pretty bored with the healthcare fraud, and he was like, what's that?
Well, that's way more exciting.
That's exactly how
than
he felt.
Healthcare fraud.
Exactly. That. That is more what I'm interested in doing. So he took this, it was an anonymous tip. He took it and he started to do a little bit of investigating that there might be some potential fraud here.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty early on, they reached out to Assistant U.S. Attorney Mark Devereaux, who was the AUA that this field office happened to work with the most.
Okay.
To say, this is potentially going on. Do you want to get on board and investigate it? Because without an AUA on board, then you're going to spend all this time on something that you take and they don't do anything with. Mark Devereaux says basically, yeah, go ahead, look into it.
Nice.
Let's see what we can find.
And he's like, yay, no more healthcare for that.
I know. Maybe this will be fun for me too.
Right.
So they pull a list of all of the winners up to that point from 87 to 2001.
Okay. So this investigation started in 2001.
Correct.
Okay.
The fraud starts in 89.
Okay.
But they do not know that at this point.
Sure.
They pull this list of winners and are able to pretty quickly realize that they are all related by familial connections or friend connections, even though nobody has the same last name.
Right.
Nobody resides in the same area, ostensibly, but they are able to
like connect them.
Yeah. So right away, they're like, this is
sketchy.
This is something. There's something here.
I mean, at this point, did he even know like how the whole thing worked?
Not yet.
Yeah. So you can't even ask how are they doing it if you don't, you're like, how does this work? And then how are they doing it?
Right. So they want to know how they're doing it. So the first thing they do after they put these connections together is go see how this works. They reach out to McDonald's head of global security.
Okay.
Who's a guy called Rob Holm, to find out what's going on. How does this whole thing work?
Yeah.
But they're really cautious with it. They don't want to bring anything because they don't know if it's inside McDonald's, if it's somewhere else.
I mean, Rob could totally be in on it.
Exactly. So they are really, really cautious, and they go only to him. And they say, we need you to come meet with us in Jacksonville. Do not tell anyone that you are coming to talk to the FBI. We're not going to tell you what it's about, but come here.
Yeah.
So he does.
I mean, if someone said that to me, the first thing I would be doing is getting you on the blower saying, oh my God,
I know.
I have to go to Jacksonville to talk to the FBI. I don't know what it's about.
I know. I don't know if Rob was married or not, but that's exactly what I would be doing.
In the end, was Rob in on it at all?
No, he wasn't.
So he's really like, holy shit.
What is this?
Yeah. He's not even like, oh crap, I'm caught.
Right. He's just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, this is crazy.
So he brings two people with him, and the three of them go to Jacksonville and sit down with Doug and with Rick Dent.
Was he supposed to bring two people with him?
I don't know if he was or not.
Okay. I mean, they just told him not to.
They told him, but I guess he was like, whatever's going on, I can know it, but also there are other people who need to have some knowledge. So they all sit down, and Devereaux and Rick Dent and Doug Matthews put up this whiteboard, and Devereaux draws all of the connections between all of the winners for Rob and the people he brought with them.
Okay.
And are like, do you see what's happening here?
And Rob's like, crap.
Yeah, Rob's like, fuck.
Yeah.
This is what we're looking into. So can you help us with this?
Yeah.
The first thing they find out is that McDonald's is not the one running the game.
Okay. God, I don't remember any of this. Yep. But
the law doesn't allow for companies to administer their own contests.
All right.
So in order to hopefully prevent fraud, I guess I should say, and to assure that the prizes are actually given away the way they're supposed to be, these companies hire other firms to do the games.
Okay, sure.
So in this case, that is a firm called Simon Worldwide.
All right.
And they were already doing different promotions for them. They're actually the ones who came up with the Happy Meal.
Oh.
Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
So they were the ones who marketed the game, designed the game, and ran the game.
Okay. Essentially, McDonald's is just, they're not participating in this at all. Like, it's like a marketing firm. They've hired someone to do it, and they really just like...
They just interact with the winners on the back end.
Yeah.
They fork over the money. They keep these relationships with the winners, but everything is done through Simon.
Really, they have no idea if like something like this goes on. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. It's not like McDonald's is on the inside of this because they have no part in it other than the front of the house, sort of.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The pieces themselves are made at this really secure printing business called the Dittler Brothers.
Dittler.
And they had been in the industry a long time. They were well known. They were in lottery printing, scratch off printing.
So they got everything. They've got like the whole system in order to be super secure and all of the things and the stuff.
They have major security measures. So even to get into this place, you have to go through 2 different locked doors and security guards. The actual winning little pieces were kept in a vault that was behind another 2 set of locked doors. There was a lot of second set of eyes kind of thing.
Sure.
And then you would have a person from Simon that was also there the whole time. So you had a Simon marketing representative and you had a Dittler Brothers representative there at the whole time that would track these pieces all the way through. They would...
But just the big pieces, right? Or...
Yes and no. The way that it worked is that when it was time for a big piece to go off to be put on the boxes of food, they would be flown to separate locations.
Okay.
And they would be put first in an envelope with non-big pieces as well.
Okay.
So you would have an envelope that was sealed with a special seal and then also signed by multiple people. I saw these go in. There would be a number on the front. This is how many pieces are in there. And then they would be put in a briefcase that would then be flown with 2 people accompanying it.
This is hardcore.
It was super hardcore.
Yeah.
To wherever it was going, it would get there. There would be a big production of this envelope has the big pieces in it. Here is the number with how many are in here. Here's the seal. It's never been broken. We're going to open the seal. We're going to count them. And then they're randomly passed out face down and put on. So nobody actually knows where the pieces end up.
Yeah. Did the briefcase get handcuffed to somebody while they were traveling?
So I don't know if it's true or not. I will say that HBO made it look like they were, but I don't know if that's actually true.
Maybe. So. I hope so. You see it in the movies all the time. Like they should have done it just for effect, dramatic effect.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't actually know.
Okay.
For fact if it did or not. I would like to believe yes, because it's fun.
Same.
So once they've had this meeting with McDonald's, they're like, okay, we definitely have something here.
Yeah.
And McDonald's is not aware of it. So we're going to dig further into this to see what's going on.
Yeah.
At that time, with that game, like the most recent game that had been run, because at this time I think they were running them like around twice a year.
Okay.
This guy, Michael Hoover, is the first $1 million winner in this round.
Because since this all theoretically started.
Right. So when McDonald's comes to them, they're like, we're actually about to run another game. So the FBI is like, that's perfect. We're going to monitor this one.
Yeah.
So they do.
Ooh.
So the first $1 million winner is Michael Hoover.
Okay.
There was a couple ways you could win.
The Hoove.
Yeah, there was a couple ways the Hoove could win that money, which was either getting Park Place and Boardwalk.
Yeah, I wondered if those were considered like the big pieces.
They were.
Okay.
The other thing that could happen is there were pieces out that were instant wins.
Yeah.
Instant $1 million winner.
Yeah.
He had an instant $1 million winner, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
So the FBI gets permission to wiretap the Hoove.
The Hoove.
And they start listening to him on the phone. The other thing they're looking for at the same time, while they're listening to the Hoove,
sure,
is all of the phone records. Because when the tip came in, there were specific people mentioned in it. And one of them, the main guy in this tip, was a guy called Uncle Jerry.
Ew.
So they don't know who Uncle Jerry is, obviously.
Sounds sketchy, though, for sure.
Yeah.
In like a bad toucher sort of way.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, gross. You don't want to be a weird uncle.
No, you don't.
Yeah, gross. Okay.
So they're listening to the Hoove on his phone lines. They are pulling phone records from all of these other winners, and they're trying to figure out who Uncle Jerry is.
Is anyone at this point keeping an eye on the big pieces and where they're going and who's got them and stuff like that too from the FBI?
No, they are letting the contest play out.
Okay. So they're not like
They're not trying to intervene in any way.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not manipulating anything. They're like, just do everything, stay everything how it has been, and let's see what happens.
And so this should be like undercover, like a movie where they would put someone undercover at the Dittler printing place.
I think it's really, really funny that you say that. And here's why. Agent Matthews.
Sure.
Who is the guy who is bored with healthcare.
Yes.
And is new also.
Yeah.
He is like, please let me go undercover. Please
Okay. All right.
Please let me go undercover.
So Doug and I have something in common.
Yeah. And they're like, Doug, no.
Yeah.
Stop. No. You cannot go undercover.
Blow this up.
And also becoming an undercover agent isn't just like, I want to go undercover. It's
you mean it's not like on TV?
I'm going to say yes and no. And here is why. To be a legitimate undercover agent, you have to go to a special school. Ooh. You have to do special training. You have to do all of this. But the special agent in charge of your field office can give permission for you to go undercover for one specific assignment.
Ooh.
So
can the assignment be long though? So like, it's not just like one day somewhere.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it can be.
Okay.
It can be more than one day.
Okay.
It's one specific case.
Sure.
Maybe is a better word than assignment.
Okay. I like this.
And so Doug is pulling a U.
Oh, Doug.
And he's just, let's go undercover. Let's go undercover. Here's an idea for how we can do it.
Oh, slapping hands with you, Doug.
He said, what we can do is tell all of these past winners that we're going to have this big reunion in Vegas, bring them all out to Vegas, put them all in the same floor of the hotel.
It's a sting.
Yes, it's a sting. Have these interviews, and it's like all expenses paid for them. So they'll come and basically get their confessions on tape of essentially.
Yeah.
And they're like, Doug, that's insane.
Oh, no, it's not, Doug.
How is the FBI going to pay for all of that? That's crazy. So they're like, no, and get out of the room.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
They thought about it a little bit more.
Sure. Yeah.
You're like, bring Doug back in the room.
Face.
And they said, okay, here's the deal. We're not going to have a whole reunion in Vegas.
Sure.
But what we will let you do is tell them that we're going to have a whole reunion in Vegas, all expenses paid, and we want to come out and interview them before this reunion to get their story on tape of how they won.
Yeah.
So that at the reunion, there can be this video and it'll be playing all the time and everybody will clap at how you won and that whole thing. And so Doug is pumped. It's like, yes. And this is a quote from him. He wants to be the director because they don't do anything.
Sure. The director of the filming.
Yes.
I can see Doug right now doing the Cabbage Patch in excitement and maybe the Running Man as well.
I think that, yes, you and Doug could hang out.
Yeah.
And I think he absolutely would do that. His energy was awesome.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, yes, okay, we can do this. Fine. We'll do this. Nobody tell Doug, but it's kind of a good idea.
Yeah. Don't tell Doug.
So this entire film crew is undercover agents, but they have a problem.
Okay.
They have to legitimize this somehow.
Sure.
They don't have all of this information.
No.
So they go to McDonald's.
Oh my God.
And they're like, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And they're put in touch with this woman called Amy Murray.
Not Ronald McDonald himself.
No, not Ronald McDonald.
Not going to the top.
No.
Next, you're going to tell me it was the Hamburglar.
No, that's actually the guy who does this. That's what his neighbors end up calling him.
Oh, that's hilarious.
They go to Amy Murray, who has been at McDonald's for a number of years now, but she has been in the department that deals with games for about 6 months.
Oh, okay. She's new.
But her role in this department is specifically to speak with the winners.
Okay.
On the back end.
All right. I like it.
So having her involved in this legitimized the whole process.
Yeah. The undercover agents have to legitimately know how to do all the audio visual things that they're going to have to do.
They do not. No.
Okay.
They actually interviewed one of the undercover agents who was the quote unquote lighting guy. And he's holding a light meter in the interview. And he's like, I literally still don't know how this works. I would just hold it up and look and be like, that looks good. Or add more light here. Like, no, they don't have to know anything.
All right. Yeah.
They have to be able to run the camera. That's really about it.
Okay.
So we have a number of things going on at the same time.
All right.
In this investigation. We have phone taps, initially just on Michael Hoover.
Yep.
We are going through all of this cell phone data to try to see common numbers between these people. And we're going to start doing these interviews.
Okay.
And we're going to start with Michael Hoover.
Sure.
So they go out to talk to him and basically ask him, how did you find your ticket? Like, ticket. That's so Willy Wonka. How did you find your winning piece?
Sure.
And he goes through this whole spiel about how he had been at the beach and something had happened and he had dropped his People magazine or something in the water. Okay. I can't. Yeah, I actually kind of zoned out. Anyway, what it comes to is he leaves the beach and he's like, I never got a chance to read that People magazine. So he stops by the supermarket and he gets another one. And inside the People magazine, he pulls out the Monopoly insert and the winning piece is in there.
So do they know where the winning pieces are?
They don't.
Oh, God.
It's complete after they are removed from that envelope and put in to go in on the line. The assembly line.
So it just goes right into the line. They're not like actually pulled aside and put in with.
Right. It is supposed to be specifically set up so that no one at all knows where they go. So they don't know. They can't push back and say,
it's not like Willy Wonka.
No, it's not like Willy Wonka.
Because he knew where the tickets were.
Well, yeah, he was magic.
Right. Sure.
McDonald's isn't magic.
Oh.
I mean, it's fine.
Whatever.
Slowly clogging everybody's arteries.
Delicious.
And also it tastes good.
I mean.
Sometimes. And sometimes it doesn't.
I think that it has something in it, like, that just gets you hooked. It's like a drug, but it's in no way good for you.
Yes.
Makes you feel like crap. But I don't know. I grew up as a McDonald's like household, so
they interview Hoover.
He got it from his People magazine.
He got it from his People magazine at the supermarket, and they have him on camera saying this and on camera holding the big check and
sure
everything. So later he's not going to be able to refute that this is
what he said.
He found it.
Yeah.
Because it's on camera. After they do the interview, they're still listening to his phones.
Yeah. Okay.
And he calls a guy called Andrew Glom. And he is laughing with him on this recorded line about how the commercial crew had believed everything.
Oh, God.
About how he had won the prize. And like the crew was like, what are you going to do with the money? And he's like, I'm going to buy a boat. And then he's like, guess what I told, talking to Andrew, guess what I told them I was going to call it? And Andrew's like, what? He's like, the ruthless scoundrel.
Sure. Okay.
Turns out that Hoover had gotten his piece, his winning piece from Glom.
Okay, so the pieces are not even getting onto the line. They're just being handed out amongst the unsavory.
Yes.
The seedy underbelly of who knows where.
Yes. The FBI doesn't know that yet, but yes, that's what's happening. They're never even getting there.
Okay. Wow.
They start to hear on these wiretaps because they are able to expand as they get more information and confirmation, like from Hoover and things, that this is really something that's going on. They're able to expand these taps to more people, to previous winners and things. And they start hearing Uncle Jerry's names coming up on these wiretaps. And you know how I said at the same time they were cross-checking all of these people's phone records?
Yep.
On all of these people's phone records, right around the time that they are about to win, for a period of time before and a period of time after, there is a flood of calls from the same numbers.
Okay.
Beforehand and then after they win. And they're able to trace these calls to a number owned by a guy called Jerome Jacobson.
Okay.
Who goes by Jerry. Who is the head of security for Simon Marketing.
Oh. Yeah. You need the Law and Order. I need one of those soundboards.
Oh my God.
Because I need that Law and Order. Dun, dun, dun.
I think we should get you a soundboard.
I would love to have a soundboard, but I think if you think I'm talking over you now, you will not be happy with me in a soundboard.
I would like to say that I didn't say you were talking over me. I said we talk over each other. I just want that out there.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think you're wrong about the second part of that.
Yeah. No, I'm going to make you crazy.
Yeah. So the FBI are like, Uncle Jerry, this could be Uncle Jerry.
Yeah.
They tap his phone too.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
And they do a background investigation on him.
Uh-oh.
And they find out that he was originally a police officer in Hollywood, Florida in the 70s.
That's down by Jacksonville.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what he'd wanted to be. He'd always wanted to be a police officer. He became a police officer until in 1980, 81, somewhere in there, he was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome.
Guillain-Barré?
Yeah.
Guillain-Barré.
I'm not sure the proper pronunciation.
The yuppie flu. Is that the yuppie flu? I think so.
It's like MS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was really debilitating for his body.
This was like 2000. Oh, he was diagnosed in 81.
He was diagnosed in the 80-81 time frame, somewhere in there. It is a syndrome that is similar to MS.
Okay.
So it affected his body in similar ways, and it prevented him from being a police officer any longer.
Okay.
And it is after he leaves the police force and then has a period of recovery from this syndrome where he can start working again that he takes a job with Simon Marketing.
Okay.
At the time he goes to work for Simon, he is married to wife number 4 of 7.
Okay.
And she happened to be the head of security for Dittler Brothers.
Ugh, conflict of interest.
So she had also been and was still a police officer like him. But now he is working in security for Simon and she is working in security for Dittler Brothers.
Oh, boy. I'd say they found Uncle Jerry and Aunt Jerry. Both. Uncle and Aunt Jerry.
You're only partially correct.
She didn't know?
She did not. She did not.
Ugh, betrayal.
He even told him at one point, if you're ever stealing, I will kill you.
Oh.
Yeah. But he was. So the FBI is like, we're going to keep listening to these wiretaps.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting a lot of good information from them. So now they're tapping Hoover,
the Hoove,
past winners,
right?
Jerry, and Andrew, aka AJ Glom.
Okay.
Through these wiretaps, they figure out that at one point there was a guy called Jerry Colombo involved.
Okay. So now, like, Uncle Jerry could be any Jerry.
It could be either Jerry.
Yeah.
Or it could not be a guy whose real name is Jerry at all. Who knows?
Sure.
Jerry Colombo was part of the Colombo crime family. In 1995, he was the Dodge Viper winner. They're able to eventually figure out that from 1995 until 1998, Jerry Colombo was one of these game piece distributors. So the way the scam works is, and I'm going to do some spoilers here, the FBI don't know this yet, but we're ahead of them.
We're ahead of them.
Uncle Jerry would get these tickets.
Okay.
He would then take them to people to quote unquote distribute the tickets.
All right.
And how it would work is that he would sell the tickets. And then those people would take the tickets and give them to somebody else. And the money would be split.
Do they sell it at each point in the pyramid?
No.
No. So just one sale to these folks, then these folks figure out who to give them to. How did Jerry get the tickets?
We haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Well, we don't know a lot of stuff yet.
I know. So you got to keep listening.
But you're jumping ahead currently.
I'm not going to on that fact.
God. Whatever.
In general, with most of the ticket distributors, that was how it worked. And there were multiple over the years. And it went pretty smooth. Jerry got his amount of money. The distributor got their cut of the money. And
this is Jerry Jacobson or Jerry?
Yes, Uncle Jerry. Okay. Jerry Jacobson is Uncle Jerry. So to keep things clear, I'm going to refer to him.
Yeah.
Uncle Jerry would sell his ticket, get his cut.
Yep.
The distributor would then give the ticket to somebody else they knew who would be the quote unquote winner. The one who actually was the face of it, and they would split it that way.
And they felt that just that one branch out was going to be far enough for them to not catch on that all these people were linked.
Yeah, they're
that was the idea.
Yeah, because there were also multiple distributors.
Right.
It wasn't, there was, it kind of did spider web out, but they only went one removed.
Yeah.
The only distributor who didn't play ball that way was Jerry Colombo. Being a mob guy, wanted everything. So he would set it up the same way. But what he would do is take the ticket and go to somebody, say, I have this ticket. You have to give me money up front for it, which they would do.
Sure.
And then he would have them get the winning money. And then he would take his portion out of it, which was usually half pre-taxes.
Yeah.
And leave them left with already having lost the initial money they quote unquote purchased the ticket with, and now only having half and having to pay taxes out of it.
I I'm going to guess he didn't tell them that's how it was going to play out.
No, he did not tell them that was how it was going to play
because no one would go for that.
No, he did not market it that way.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Just making sure.
Yeah. He marketed it as, here's a winning ticket.
Pay for it. You can have the ticket.
Yeah. And then you can have the money.
Yeah. But then I'm going to take
I'm going to take the money.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that got tickets through Jerry Colombo ended up way, way worse off than when they started. Big tax bills, house liens, the whole nine.
Dude. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was really bad. The first person that Jerry Colombo gave a ticket to was his father-in-law, Buddy Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
So Buddy Fisher was one of the people that a commercial was done with.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the footage of it, and Buddy Fisher's just sweating profusely the whole time.
Oh.
Because he's an older man and he was just given this thing by his son-in-law and it has ballooned out of control and he's clearly lying and he's clearly uncomfortable and he's pouring sweat the whole time.
Yeah, there was no way to just say, I'm not going to do this.
I think Colombo pushed them to do it. And I say that because another person that he gave a ticket to, and I use the word gave, but he sold a ticket to, was a woman called Gloria, who was his wife, Robin's friend. And she told him, I don't have money to buy this ticket, but she had a young son and was really struggling financially. And she had been really trying to figure out how to make things better. And so when he came to her and was like, I have a ticket, nobody knows how anyone is getting these tickets.
Yeah.
From the people getting them from Uncle Jerry all the way down to the bottom. Nobody knows how the person before them got a ticket.
Okay.
So he's just going to these people and saying, I have a ticket.
Yeah.
So Gloria is the one who quite literally mortgages her house to buy the ticket, and then he takes all of the money from. Well, she's super uncomfortable with it, and she's like, I don't want to do anymore. Because, you know, there's an initial wave of publicity because you won this $1 million. And with that, she was pretty uncomfortable. And Colombo had gone to a lot of lengths to make sure that there were different addresses connected, and some of the other distributors did the same thing. So even though Gloria actually lives in Jacksonville, Colombo lives in South Carolina. So he sets up a fake address for her there.
Yeah.
And she has to say that she got the ticket from a South Carolina McDonald's, but she didn't.
No way I would go in for an interview. There's no way.
So she really didn't want to, but he pushed her to do it.
Yeah.
And so she did.
I would say, give me some money, and I will.
Yeah, I don't get the impression that a lot of people push back against this guy.
I mean, I get it, what with the crime family and all, but I'm afraid I would have been killed.
Oh, I've told you before that the fact that you have made it to adulthood is shocking sometimes.
Yeah.
During Gloria's interview, she's really cagey.
Sure.
And she's not stupid.
Right, yeah.
So she's saying later in her interview, their interview for this series, they were asking me a lot of questions. They were wanting a lot of detail, and I was pretty suspicious right away that this was feeling more like an interrogation. They actually brought out a picture of the McDonald's that she said she won it from. Her not living in South Carolina doesn't realize that this is not a McDonald's in South Carolina. She thinks it's the one in Hilton Head that she ostensibly won it from. It's not. It's the one in Jacksonville. So she signs her name that, this is the one I won it from, and it's not the same McDonald's.
How on God's green earth would you even know? Like, if somebody walked into me today and said, have you been to this McDonald's? And it was the McDonald's that I went to for my whole life where I grew up.
Well, it wasn't a picture of the inside of the store. It was like the street in front of it. There was if you were familiar with the area, I don't want to give away where we live, but if somebody was like, did you go to the McDonald's? Was it this McDonald's in X town nearby or the other town 10 minutes in the other direction? And they showed the street out front and everything. I'd be like, oh, that's not the street that McDonald's was on.
I mean, I would know right now only because we live here at this very second. Even a year later, I would have no idea.
Right. And that's what happened with her.
Yeah.
Because she had been to South Carolina because he lived there. She went back and forth because she also had to pretend that she lived there. So she had to go get the money from there. She had to go back and forth, but she didn't live there full time. And she just didn't know.
Yeah. There's no way anyone could hold me to that, to thinking that was the right McDonald's or not. There's no freaking way.
He also meets a woman in an airport who's working in the airport called Lee Casano. And he's like, hey, you want a $100,000 winner? And she's like, sure, I make $10 an hour in the airport.
Yeah.
He flies her to Philly because she's able to do that through the airport. And they arrange that, she won in Philly and all this. But all of these people that Columbo is doing this with end up screwed over.
Yeah.
But Columbo is Uncle Jerry's main distributor from when he's brought in, because he's brought in through like a mutual friend in 1995 up until 1998 when he dies in a car accident.
Columbo?
Yes.
Okay.
So his wife, Robin, and their son, Frankie, get in a car accident. He's hospitalized with a broken leg. They don't think that there's anything else going on. They don't realize that there's been internal damage, and he ends up dying from the internal damage. And his brother went in while he was in the hospital and took the tickets because he would keep them in those plastic, like you get little trinkets in like coin machines. Yeah.
Bubblegum machine.
Those little plastic things.
I was just looking at them the other day at the grocery store and realizing that they're 75 cents each now.
Really?
Yeah. They were like a quarter.
They were like a quarter. Yeah. So those plastic things, you pop the bottom off. He would keep the tickets in those in the freezer.
Oh, okay.
So his brother went in and got them out.
I mean, Columbo didn't do Uncle Jerry any favors.
I don't know how much Uncle Jerry even knew. Uncle Jerry sold the tickets and then that was it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he knew down the line of what happened at all.
Yeah.
But you're not wrong to say that he did not do him any favors.
Yeah.
It was after Columbo's death that Uncle Jerry replaces him with A.J. Glom.
Okay.
Who he met via a mutual friend. And then A.J. Glom sells, I believe, 10 tickets in his time from 98 to 2001. And one of those, the end one, is Michael Hoover.
The Hoove.
Yeah.
I am really interested in how they got the tickets.
We will get there, I promise.
Oh my God.
I will not leave you hanging.
I'm just sitting on the edge of my seat right now.
While he has A.J. Glom as a distributor, he also has a guy called Dwight Baker.
Yes.
Dwight is a real estate agent and developer from where we used to live in South Carolina.
Oh.
From the upstate. So a whole portion of this is in Oconee County.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
He meets Uncle Jerry in 2000 when Uncle Jerry wants to come purchase some property on the lake.
Okay.
And Dwight sells him the lot. And then not long after that, Dwight gets hurt on the job.
Okay.
And he's put out of work. Uncle Jerry's aware of this and comes to him and says, you want to get involved in this, basically.
Yeah. I'm assuming he doesn't have he's self-employed, right? As a real estate agent or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's kind of screwed if he doesn't have some income coming in from somewhere.
Yeah. He was starting to get kind of concerned.
Sure.
Because he didn't have any income.
Hey, been there.
Yeah. Thanks, Trump.
Yeah.
So he gets involved. He says, yeah, I'll do it. He doesn't know how Uncle Jerry is getting the tickets.
Yeah.
But what would basically happen is same thing. He was supposed to be buying the tickets. And he said, I don't have $100,000, but I know a guy who does.
Yeah.
So he went to his former foster son, now adult man.
Okay.
A guy called George Chandler. And he lies to George.
Okay.
He doesn't know how Jerry's getting the tickets, but he knows something isn't right. He doesn't necessarily know it's criminal, but he's like, I'm not going to tell George the whole thing.
Yeah.
So what he tells George is he's got this friend who's going through a divorce.
Yeah.
The friend has found one of these instant win tickets. And he doesn't want his soon-to-be ex-wife to get any of the money off of it.
Sure.
So do you want to buy it for $100,000 so that he gets the $100,000 and his ex-wife doesn't get any of this money?
Yeah.
And George says, okay. He gets the ticket and he becomes another one of the quote-unquote winners.
Yeah.
Usually what would happen with Dwight, so like with AJ, he takes a cut of the money.
Yeah.
With Dwight, he would get items instead. So like with George Chandler, he said, I don't really want anything, just like a laptop and a navigator.
Yeah.
And that's what he got. From some of the other ones, he got some lake lots.
Yeah.
Things like that. So he would get them as items instead of
Yeah.
money. After a little bit of time, Uncle Jerry comes to him and says, they're going to do a $500,000 prize. And the way it's going to work is going to be a little different than these $1 million winners. Because with the $1 million winners, you got $50,000 a year for 20 years.
Okay.
But with this $500,000 piece, it's going to be all up front.
Okay.
So Dwight said, I want it. And Uncle Jerry's like, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So what they do is they get Dwight's sister-in-law to establish residency in Asheville.
North Carolina.
and she becomes the winner.
Okay.
Dwight is trying to go get the money from her, but she stops answering the phone.
Oh, no.
And the FBI are listening this whole time.
Oh, boy.
So Dwight and his wife are in the car calling this sister nonstop. And the FBI is on this wiretap the whole time.
Oh, my God.
Listening. And they find out that the sister is in the Indiana airport, and Dwight's like, you know, when you're mad, you're like, I'm just going to kill her or whatever.
Yeah.
Dwight's saying that on the phone, and the FBI is like, well, fuck. We got to get some people to the Indiana airport.
Oh, my God.
Just in case.
Oh, God.
And hope we don't blow this whole entire thing. They get to the airport.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't actually, he's just mad. He doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
But they go get the sister,
Uh-huh.
and they keep the sister in their sights, attached to them until she goes to the bank and gives them the money.
Oh, boy.
And what Dwight said was, until she does the right thing with it. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pot kettle a little bit, but okay.
Yeah.
Now they have a ton of evidence. They have all these phone records.
Yeah, sure.
That show all of these incoming and outgoing calls at this time.
Mm-hmm.
They have proof that the people are lying not only about where they got the winning pieces from, but where they were living when they got the winning pieces. They can identify these quote unquote distributors. They know Uncle Jerry is not Jerry Colombo because he's dead. He was actually only a part of this for a small amount of time. I would argue he did the most damage.
Absolutely. At this point, do they know the pieces are coming from Uncle Jerry?
They do.
They do. And they have him wiretapped too, right?
Yes.
So
he ain't talking to anybody.
God damn.
He doesn't say anything ever at any point.
But it's not even like before he gets the pieces, there's calls from the same number, like any kind of data patterns, like.
No.
Yeah, wow.
No.
Damn, Jerry.
Yeah. Nobody knows. They can prove that the pieces are coming from him, though, two ways. Mm-hmm. One is from the wiretaps because they can hear him talking back and forth to his distributors. But the second way is when Dwight said he wanted that $500,000 piece.
Yeah.
They were listening.
Mm-hmm.
And he and Jerry talked to each other and said, okay, well, I'll meet you in the usual place in an hour.
Yeah.
And they had an idea of where that was, a place in Georgia. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, we're pretty sure. So they scramble up agents who go out and video record them actually exchange the pieces.
Okay.
So they can prove it in a couple of ways. So they put this whole case file together and are going to send it off to the different FBI locations because everybody's now spread out. Mm-hmm. So they got to arrest people kind of all over the country.
Yeah.
So they have this whole packet together explaining everything. It's like 20 or 30 pages. And they're sending it off to the various agencies that are going to go pick up these people in person.
Oh, boy.
And unfortunately,
No.
Instead of sending it to the Greenville FBI, they send it to the Greenville News.
How do you make that mistake?
I think that there were pre-programmed numbers in the fax machine and somebody fat-fingered.
Oh, my God.
Devereaux says it was Matthews. Matthews says it was not. They immediately realize what's happened.
Yeah.
Devereaux gets on a tiny little plane and flies to Greenville, South Carolina.
Sure.
Right away.
I bet.
To convince them, please don't print this.
Yeah.
So
just wait.
Just wait.
And then you can have the exclusive.
That's the deal they arranged.
Yeah. Matthews and I are on the same.
I know you guys are. That is the deal they arranged, which meant the reporter who would eventually get to do the story actually kind of got to be around for the takedowns and stuff.
Oh, that's
like
fun.
listening.
Yeah,
so that's kind of cool.
Cool. Yeah.
All in all, on takedown day,
Sure.
8 people are arrested.
Okay.
I guess I should say 8 people are charged and rounded up because some of them are actually arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Like AJ, like Jerry.
Yeah.
And Dwight and his wife, Linda.
Oh, Linda.
But some of them are spoken to, like Gloria, like Buddy Fisher, like George Chandler.
Okay.
But not ultimately arrested at that time.
Okay.
Basically, it was if you were willing to cooperate.
Yes.
And you did not have a criminal history, then you were spoken to at that time, but not arrested.
Okay.
But all in all, initially, 8 people are involved.
Mm-hmm.
That number would balloon to 53 people.
Whoa.
At the same time, McDonald's fires Simon Marketing.
Yeah.
Which sucks because that was actually a global company. It was like a really, really well-respected global company. And everybody lost their jobs overnight because of this one guy.
Yeah.
The same thing happened at Dittler Brothers because they still don't know how he's doing this. So they went into Dittler Brothers and shut them down and to investigate everything.
Yeah.
And they were never able to reopen. So
oh, shit. Okay.
a lot of people lost their jobs just overnight because of this.
Bummer.
All but 7 of the 53 people who eventually would face charges in this took a plea deal.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
In 2002, the trial took place over the course of 3 weeks. Jerry pled guilty.
Uncle Jerry,
because Jerry Colombo's dead.
Right.
But Robin is charged and arrested.
His wife.
Yeah. Uncle Jerry takes a plea deal.
Okay.
And works with the prosecution, so he ends up testifying.
Okay.
After Devereaux's opening statement, 2 more of the 7 take plea deals.
Yeah.
And so there's only 5 left that are going to try to fight in court.
Ugh, okay.
One of the arrangements with the plea deal was that Uncle Jerry had to get on the stand and say how he did it.
Absolutely.
He would be involved through the whole process and not do anything. And then he and this lady, Hilda Bennett, who is the CPA that goes with him everywhere, with the auditor.
Yeah.
Would be at the airport.
Yeah, because Uncle Jerry was the security guard
for Simon. Yeah.
Okay.
And she was the independent auditor.
Right. Auditor.
My goodness. So they would go everywhere together, including the airport and the sky lounges, because they were in the airports a lot. So they would spend their time in the sky lounges. The only place she couldn't go with him was the bathroom.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, she did not press him to leave the briefcase with her when he went to the bathroom.
Because it was handcuffed to him.
Sure. Hey, I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because it was handcuffed to him.
Yeah.
The reason this whole thing worked out is because at some point prior to the start of this, Uncle Jerry was inadvertently mailed a whole sheet of those security seals.
What do you mean security seals? Oh, that go on the envelopes. Okay.
So what he would do is go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
The briefcase had 2 codes that had to be put in, his and Hilda's. He was able to figure out Hilda's. His wife, Marcia, who worked at Dittler, said he used to, at Dittler, look over people's shoulders.
Yeah.
And then when he figured out what their code was at Dittler, he would make a huge production of it. How could you let me see that? Now I know your code, this whole thing.
Yeah.
He did the same thing to her.
Sure.
Got her code, went to the bathroom, opened the briefcase.
Yep.
He brought with him non-winners because the count had to stay the same.
Yeah.
So he would go in, take a handful out, put the same number of non-winners back in, put it all back together, take his security strip that he was inadvertently mailed, put it right on there, put the envelope back in the briefcase, and go back out like nothing ever happened.
So he had it all with him when they would go on the trip, and he would just go to the bathroom.
Yes. That's why nobody was ever able to figure it out. He wasn't talking to anybody.
Yeah, good for him for keeping his mouth shut. He's like the only criminal in history.
It wasn't anything that was happening within Dittler. So that's why they never found a gap in any of the security measures there, because there wasn't one.
Yeah.
It was just Hilda Bennett didn't make him leave the briefcase. Yeah. And he accidentally got these security seals that made the whole thing possible.
Ding dong.
Yeah. In all, it ended up being about $24 million of winners that were illegitimately won. The jury for the trial, so they were charged primarily with mail fraud.
Yeah, sure.
So that's the only way. That's the only federal crime they could do, because they did all this through the mail. They found the 5 people who didn't plead guilty. Sentences ranged.
Yeah.
For example, Dwight got house arrest.
Okay.
Jerry's stepbrother, Marvin, who was actually the first person to ever get a ticket, and who thought that Jerry had stopped doing this a long time ago, so he was pretty mad.
Yeah.
Another one who got house arrest. Robin got some jail time because she had actually had a criminal history. So if AJ got some jail time. If you had a criminal history, you were going to probably get, but by jail time, I mean a year and a half.
Yeah.
Jerry got the most jail time at 3 years.
Wow, that's not much.
But they got big restitutions.
Oh, I'm sure.
Jerry's restitution was $12 million.
Yeah.
So he still pays, I think it's like $360 a month.
Oh my God. That would be how I would have to do it too.
Oh, yeah. AJ's was like $3 million and change, and he walks into the jail and guard's like, you owe $3 point something million. He said, do you have it? And AJ's like, yeah, I brought it with me. It's in the locker. You want to help me get it? No, I don't have it.
Yeah, no. God.
So he's still paying 100 something a month.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. This is exactly how it would have to go for me too.
The one person who kept fighting was George Chandler, because he was so sure he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
anything
he
was
thought
illegal.
he was just screwing over somebody's ex-wife.
Yes.
Because he's like such a good guy.
I know. So George filed an appeal because he was like, I didn't commit a crime. I didn't know I was committed a crime. Dwight's told you that I didn't know I was committed a crime, blah, blah. It's like, you still were taking this piece and you knew that you didn't win it.
Yeah.
You were still buying this game piece and it's still fraud. It's still fraud, George. But that's fine.
Yeah.
But on appeal, he actually won.
Really?
Yep.
God, that never happens.
So he was initially one of the ones that got on house arrest, had to have the leg monitor and stuff.
Sure.
But he was exonerated.
Like, oh, well, thank God.
Yeah, you're a great guy. You just wanted to dick over
someone's ex-wife.
A total stranger's ex-wife, but you're a great guy. At the end of all of this, McDonald's ended up giving $25 million away in randomized prizes.
Okay.
To make up for the fact that $24 million had been gotten from the rigged game.
Damn.
And there was question this whole entire time about who the informant was.
Oh, yeah. I did pay attention to the last bit of the documentary when they said who.
Right. So you already know.
I think I do. Yeah.
At first, you think it's this woman, Lee, from the airport.
Yeah.
And she's like, I guess it's me, but I didn't think it was me. I don't.
Essentially, because in the end, they all told because they were, they took deals.
The FBI never even came and talked to her.
Oh, okay. So why would she think that?
Because she ended up with a $50,000 tax bill from what Colombo did. And she went to the IRS and was like, I can't pay it. Here's everything that happened.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
So she thought the IRS told the FBI and that is how this whole thing started. That's just what she assumed. Mm-hmm. But that's why she was like, nobody ever came to talk to me. The IRS never spoke of it again. The FBI never came to talk to me. So I guess I'm the informant because this whole thing happened after I told the IRS, but no one ever followed up and I didn't tell the FBI.
Yeah.
Lee was not the informant.
Right. Yeah.
The informant ended up being Ma Colombo.
Jerry's mama?
Jerry's mama.
Ah.
She informed the FBI because after Jerry died, which she blamed Robin for because she was driving the car, Robin went to jail.
Yeah.
Because of some fraud schemes she did on her own, trying to pay bills after Jerry died.
Yeah.
So she ended up going to jail for a period of time. Mm-hmm. Well, they had a son, Frankie. Mm-hmm. And it was about time for Robin to get out of jail. Like that time was approaching.
Yeah.
And Ma Colombo wanted Frankie.
Sure.
So she called the FBI and left an anonymous tip about Uncle Jerry and Robin's father, Buddy Fisher.
Oh, my God.
And that's how the whole thing unraveled.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Boy, Italian
mob ma wanted the grandson. And was not playing anymore.
Damn.
Now today, those two actually have a good relationship.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, the son's interviewed and he's like, I don't want any confrontation. I had enough of that in my childhood. Everybody's going to get along. And they actually do. They get along. They're fine.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, she dropped the dime.
She did drop the dime, which is one of my favorite phrases.
No, that's nice.
Is. Yeah.
So that's the McDonald's Monopoly scam.
Well, poor Doug, they left him bored with the healthcare fraud.
Yeah. You know what's a bummer? Because they talked later about how this is one of the career cases for the agents and not every agent gets that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It was really big news for a period of time. Mm-hmm. And then right as they were getting ready to go to trial, 9/11 happened. Mm-hmm. And so then it was not in the news at all anymore. After that happened, all of the agents who were on it, except for Doug and Rick Dent, were pulled off of it. Yeah. And those two saw it the rest of the way through. So the two agents and Devereaux who started it ended up being the ones to finish it out.
Nice.
After that.
Yeah.
I don't know how I really feel. I mean, people got really fucked over.
Yeah. Well, I'm real bummed out for the people that worked, that lost their jobs, because boy, does that suck.
Yeah. The people who lost their jobs, the people who Colombo screwed over.
Yeah.
McDonald's, not really a victim.
No, they got plenty of money.
Other than it being mail fraud, that's really the only crime that even took place. Because, okay, McDonald's has game rules, but that's not the law. If they hadn't done it via mail fraud, there's not actually a crime that took place here.
Damn, that's crazy.
And it's not like McDonald's was bilked out of money they weren't going to pay.
Yeah.
All they did was sort of redirect who the money went to.
Yeah.
it's a crime loosely,
Yeah.
you know.
We run into a lot of those, I feel.
Yeah.
When things get weird. We're the tails of stuff. In the tails of the probabilities. We're the fringe cases.
Yeah, we're the fringe.
Yeah.
Is it really a crime? Is it
They haven't run across it, so they don't have to have one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, what is on tap? Do we have anything yet?
I am pretty sure.
Okay.
I know what I'm going to do, but I don't want to put it out yet because I want to just flesh it out a little bit more.
But it's a secret.
So tune in next week to find out.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know. So I'll tune in too.
I have mentioned it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. You'll remember.
Yeah. No, I don't know if I will. I mean, unless you give me a hint of some sort, I will not remember.
I'm not going to do that right now.
How dare you?
Okay.
All right.
It's military related.
Yeah, still nothing.
Oh my God, do you listen to me when I talk to you?
Depends on when you're talking to me.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
You were working.
I was going to say, if I'm working, you could say so many things and I would not hear you.
Yeah, you were working. So.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be a surprise for you too. If it works out, we'll see. I still got to get a lot more information.
Okay. I mean, hopefully it will come to me, but who knows?
We'll find out next week.
We will, in fact.
You guys will too. See you next week.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye.